You spent years sitting in classrooms. You learned how to dissect a frog, how to map out geometry, and how to memorize historical dates. But nobody ever sat you down and taught you how to handle cash. So you graduate, get a job, and start earning a regular paycheck. Yet by the end of the month, that money has inexplicably vanished. It feels incredibly unfair. You followed the entire roadmap to become a productive adult, you show up to work every single day, and you are still constantly stressed about making rent. This happens because society leaves a massive educational vacuum around personal finance. And when you lack a structural plan, you default into a consumer system explicitly designed to efficiently separate you from your income. Escaping this cycle does not require a Wall Street degree. It only requires unlearning those default behaviors and understanding a few simple hidden rules of cash flow. Let's look at the income illusion. Society tells us that the absolute fastest way to build financial security is to secure a higher salary. Earning and keeping are disconnected processes. Look at this pipeline showing income flow. A massive volume enters, but because the pipe has unpatched holes, it leaks out. Almost nothing reaches the tank. High inflow is useless if leakage is severe. Comparing a six-figure earner and minimum wage worker side by side, if both spend 100% of their paycheck, both tanks remain completely empty. The core cause of this leakage is a massive blind spot. Modern spending is utterly frictionless. A tap of your phone, an auto-renewing subscription, these daily outflows are effectively invisible while you're busy earning. To fix this, you need to manually log every single financial transaction you make for exactly 7 days. You have to drag those invisible spending habits into the light. Until you actively measure and confront where every dollar goes, keeping the money you earn is mathematically impossible. Once you track your spending, you have to face the psychology of debt. Our retail environment is engineered to make borrowing money feel easy, instant, and consequence-free. But the mathematical reality is entirely different. This chart maps the true trajectory of debt. You have a flat baseline representing the original money borrowed. Then comes the compound interest. It doesn't grow linearly, it aggressively accelerates, curving upward while you aren't paying attention. To avoid getting trapped on that curve, you need a highly specific defensive countermeasure, a dedicated emergency fund. The purpose of this safety net is not to generate a high investment yield. Its sole function is to act as a financial shock absorber for life's inevitable accidents. Without that shield, a single unpredictable event, a blown transmission or an unexpected medical bill, will immediately force you into the quicksand of consumer debt, completely wiping out years of your hard-earned progress. With a safety net in place, you can finally use the most counterintuitive tool in personal finance: time. This chart, spanning a 30-year axis, proves how time scales small amounts into real wealth. Look at the first line. A small amount of money invested early compounds into a massive peak. The second line shows a huge amount of cash invested decades later, flatlining far beneath the first. The math strongly favors the early starter. But this compounding process has a natural enemy: hype. When you chase a viral financial trick or a get-rich-quick scheme, you frequently pull your money out and reset the compounding clock back to zero. You actively sabotage your own progress. Real wealth building has no media glamour. It is built entirely on a series of boring, simple, and highly repetitive actions. You earn, track, save, invest, and wait. Achieving financial freedom doesn't require a miracle or a lucky break. It only requires starting small today and remaining aggressively consistent over the long term. Hit subscribe if you want more breakdowns on mastering your money.